Hi everybody. Hi everybody. We're live. This is David Damien at Figueroa with my friend Nicholas Gonzalez. Hey, how's it going? Hey, so Nicholas, thank you so much for coming. I know that's
very happy to be here, buddy.
Crazy schedule.
Yeah, I was willing to make the time for you.
But Nicholas is a very, very different. We go way, way back, and he's here to support the show. And
he doesn't even want to tell you how far back we go.
Yeah, very, very far.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah. When we were like in kindergarten or something like that. But we're like about maybe 30-year difference. But Nicholas, you're from San Antonio. You have had an illustrious career since I met you. You have 77 film and television.
And with your help, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
77 film and TV credits, and you are a graduate of Stanford University.
Sure.
Damn. Let's make a toast to that.
Toast to that. Huh?
Just for graduating.
You know, I even brought my own saladitos today. Because I knew you were going to provide me with some beer. So take the boy out of Texas, but
all right. Well, we have to break those out in a second.
Salud.
So you're on a brand new show. It's called Pretty Little Liars.
Yes, sir.
It's on ABC Family.
Which is now called Freeform.
It's called Freeform. Okay.
Because everything got a little too racy for it to still be called ABC Family.
Okay.
So they had to change the name.
So, well, you know, families get racy, you know. So, you play Marco Furet.
Detective Marco Fury.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fury. Okay.
He's not
French.
But
Well,
that's the way it's spelled.
It says F-U-R-E-Y. Okay.
I know.
Well,
It's the funniest name. But initially it was Detective Nick Fury.
Oh, okay.
And then that's a name from somebody that's in the superhero world. So then it was Big Fury, and now it's Marco Fury.
Okay. So how does your character interact with all of the other characters in this season?
Well, you know, the show, this big hit show, has been on for 7 seasons.
Right.
I
It's
didn't even
popular.
know. I had no idea. My own 11-year-old niece, Sophia Gonzalez, say hi to her. Big shout
Hey,
out.
Sophia.
She's a
Is she in
huge
San
fan of the
Antonio?
show. She's in San Antonio.
San Antonio.
And a huge fan of Pretty Little Liars. And now it's been on, this is the 7th season, and they've committed numerous crimes and now a murder, and I'm the detective who's been brought in to finally solve some of the crimes.
Well, it sounds like my real life, huh? So you're probably best known for Resurrection Boulevard. I remember, golly, that show was on forever and ever.
3 seasons.
I was driving down Sunset Boulevard one day, and I saw Nicholas, big, larger than life, on this huge billboard. And let me tell you, for those of us that have been here in the LA area, Hollywood, if you will, having a billboard that huge is sort of like everybody says, you made it. You know, it's like you've arrived. Shit,
Well, that was awesome. I mean, the show alone was a great entree into Hollywood, and it was my own personal, acting school too. Under awesome, established veteran actors, and it gave me a really great start. And yeah, the billboard was a huge surprise. I know that we were all over Times Square and all over LA, and most importantly, all over San Antonio. So all my friends and family there got to see. So it was a real big vote of confidence that I got early on in my career that's helped me to this day.
Well, I remember you I don't know if you flew me in or I flew myself in. I think I flew myself. Did you fly me in? If you flew me in,
what are you talking about?
It was for the premiere of the Resurrection Boulevard in San Antonio.
Oh, in San Antonio, the Guadalupe Theater.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad. We had
That was amazing.
Everybody in the limo getting out. I still have the picture of like Diane and Delilah all dressed up to the nines.
Oh my God! Hey Diane and Delilah, how you doing?
Girls?
So actually, when we first met, you came to the house, and I was representing this group called Amor y Pasión, which is Diane and Delilah, and they were his friends. And I'm like, oh my God, they're my friends. So that's how we were connected in many ways. So it was meant to be, our friendship was meant to be.
Really great.
So okay, so. What does it say here? God dang, I need to get some glasses or something. Shoot. Okay, I know what it says. So, golly, Nicholas, I've known you for a lot of years, and you haven't changed one bit. He looks exactly the same. If you go on the internet, but be careful about the internet when you see Nicholas Gonzalez. When you, you know what I mean, dude. So
it's all right. Mom has the book already.
So when you go on, you'll see. If you look here today, and then you go on in, golly, I'm looking at my face on there. It's like I look like a walrus next to you.
Yeah. What did I tell you when I got here? I told him the same thing. I go, everybody must tell you all the time. He's got a painting in his closet that's.
He looks exactly, the story Dorian Gray in the book, but yeah, you look the same, man. And then so, I think, and you haven't gained a pound, not even an inch, not even an inch. And for every year that he's been around, I have gained like 5 pounds.
No.
Isn't that like a curse or something? No, seriously. Tell us what you've done to stay fit. Because I know, you're super disciplined. And, a lot of actors, I really, honestly, I've worked with a lot of actors, a lot of musicians, a lot of recording artists. As you know.
They all have to be disciplined,
Yeah, okay.
They
So
have
tell
to
us-
make
tell us
that
about
time
that.
for fitness. They have to make that time. And for me, it's always evolving. It's something that I always want to feel comfortable doing. I always think you need to sweat every day. I try to do something every day. Yoga at least 5 to 7 days a week kind of guy. I do hot yoga here in LA. I still lift weights, adamantly, and work out in many different ways. Always hitting the body differently. And as I've gotten older, that changes.
Well, I sweat a lot too when I like jalapenos and menudo. That will make.
I eat all that too, though.
I know you do, but that will make you sweat, man. Let me
Right.
tell you. So look, you've had such a prolific career, and I was looking you up on IMDb. For you folks, that IMDb is an industry. IMDb.com is an industry website where you can look up all the work that's coming up for an actor or the work that they've done, their body of work.
And it stands for Internet Movie Database.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
IMDb.
you always like one-upping me, man.
No,
You're
it's
like always-
information helping.
So you
Just
have-
working together like a team.
There you
But
go. So
Unbelievable.
you have all these films coming up. You have Pray for Rain, it's in post-production. Chalk It Up, that's completed. Azada, which is a short
that's
film.
a short film that
and
was
it's in
produced
post-production?
by Jonathan Sheck
Wow.
about some military. It's a really interesting story. Pray for Rain actually is something you'd be interested in too. It's a film about the water crisis that's going on right now in the Central Valley here in
Oh, okay,
California.
wow.
Which is the breadbasket for grows all
Absolutely.
the food for the United States. And there's a big fight going on between conservationists and farmers and over water rights. And this is a film about that, which is really well done.
And it's called Azada, right?
That's Pray for Rain.
Oh, Pray for Rain,
Pray
I'm
for
sorry. Okay, so Gringos, that's in post-production. You finished that. And how do you...
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Yeah, this was which became a music video for a band called Smoke Signals, which was really cool. And that deals with veterans coming back with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
Very big problem. As we know, there's also the 22 challenge, 22 push-up challenge, bringing to light a lot of veterans who are suffering from post-traumatic stress and other issues from being abroad in the war that are 22 suicides a day of our
Wow.
veterans, which that does not bode well for looking at the long term, the effects of the wars that we've been involved in for so long.
That's great. I'm glad that's a great project. So we have we're going to go to some of the questions that came in previously before the live feed. And this comes from Andres Castillo. Hey, Andres, how's it going? From New York City. Please ask Nocholas if he's seen a change in Hollywood acceptance of Latinos in acting, writing, type of roles, etc., since he started his career. I'm sure there's still a long way to go. So how do you personally try to break those barriers? Who else is leading this struggle?
This is a big question. I think that there's a lot of more roles out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing Latinos a lot more, but sometimes those roles are done. They aren't fully fleshed out a lot of times. Sometimes they feel like they're for the sake of diversity. Like we need more diversity, so let's get some more people of diverse cultures. So it's great from that aspect, but in many ways our stories just aren't developed enough. And I am seeing a lot more Latino directors and writers, and that is what is necessary to really change this story. But it still takes place. It's decisions that are happening at the top that it really is taking us to stand up for that. But at the same time, there is this surplus of work, which is great. But I think me and the way I fight that is I'm a little more discerning of the work I do. I try not to propagate stereotypes. I try not to play characters that I feel that have been played out unless I feel there's something different being shown here, or there's something that there's an advancement being made. But I think America still has a problem seeing white women with diverse men and vice versa, and having them as leads in shows, and I've had that said to my face. I've had where they've asked me to change my name.
Well, let's do a toast to Latinos in Hollywood and interracial marriage.
Wherever they may be.
Absolutely. I mean, come on. It's like
Look,
2016.
Deanna Ortelli's there.
I know. Hey, Diana. How you
Mama.
doing?
She said you look gorgeous.
Oh, she
And
said
Bobby
you-
Valenzuela all the way from
Bobby-
Tucson? No,
Tucson?
Yvonne's from Tucson. There we go.
Oh, hello. Well, I think Bobby's on there too. So how can you see that? Golly. Well, I'm a senior citizen, and so the thing is that, Nicholas is still like in his 20s or something. But we have another question coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. Julia Perez. Please ask Nicholas the following. Nicholas, you're such an accomplished actor. Hello. But you also studied literature. Have you thought about screenplay writing?
I have dabbled in writing screenplays a little bit. Even took a class at UCLA. It's a lesser known school here in California.
Oh, next to
It's
Stanford?
actually here in LA.
Be careful.
I think it is.
Be careful.
Yeah. So I took a class there. But no, I've always written a little bit. I think I've always found rewriting a little bit easier than staring at the blank page. But that's something that I continue to do a little bit more of and am interested to do along with producing.
Well, let me. There's the feed going on there. Jimmy, can you pass this to me real quick? So Jimmy, my husband, is right here. He's like our todo loco producer, lighting. Actually, Nicholas set the
Craft
whole
service.
Nicholas set up all the lights. And
I was
he
like,
says,
all right, Dave, if you're going to have me on, we need decent lights.
and obsessed with, we're amateurs, man.
I was going to gift you, so I was going to show up with a gift for
Oh,
your
okay.
show.
Here's Deanna Ortelli. Nicholas, you look so gorgeous. Well, so do you, Deanna.
Put that in a form of a question, Deanna. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well,
Mom.
Deanna's like the awesome. Well, Deanna,
La loca.
when are you going to send me a text, Deanna, to let me know when you're going to be on this show? My quick chat, low budget show.
Free beer and free wine.
Yeah.
Bitch stole my love.
So, Bobby Valenzuela. Hey, David, awesome. Bobby Valenzuela is my cousin from Tucson, Arizona.
Look, Frank's mad about it. He goes, whoa, UCLA is not lesser known. It's probably
And then we
more
have
known.
Myra Salgado, California here too. Hello. Okay, we see you. And then Frank Molina. Frank Molina works for the California Endowment. He's a Maldefian. And he says, whoa, not nice. UCLA is not lesser known.
Not
He says,
at all.
and he puts LOL laughing out loud. Yeah, there you go. And so anyway, there's something that we do here on this. This is like our 5th show. And it seems like every day, somebody's on the show. And I'm really, really, really grateful to all my friends that I've known throughout all the years. And then they have, what in the heck did I do here?
Well, while you're getting that together, I can say if I could speak for most of them.
Okay.
We're all really happy to, come in and talk to you. I think that most of the people that you're probably going to see on David's show, David has had a hand in either starting their career, making sure their career didn't die, and also taking their careers in different directions, and that's meant a lot of us who got involved in any sort of humanitarian effort or any sort of charity work or any kind of political involvement came from him here. I was a surrogate for Bernie Sanders this last year, and whether or not that is your candidate, but the point is it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you, David.
Dolores was just here last night. Oh my God, no,
Love Dolores.
we love the Bernie Sanders.
But that's what
folks.
I'm saying is
yeah,
like
that movement
but
is
you,
amazing.
Got so many of us involved, and also because of Dolores, getting you involved in everything too. It's really been if we can use the term trickle down in this way, it actually works and makes sense. And what you've taught so many of us, it's an easy and it's a blessing to be able to come back and talk about it with you. You act like you didn't have a hand in it all, and that's what's so funny.
Thank you, Nicholas.
thank
I
you.
appreciate it. But this is not about me. It's about
Come
you.
here, come here.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. God,
And we all know if you know David, if you really know David, it's always about David.
So, okay, no, this is about you. So we're going to do something called rapid fire questions. We did this last night with Dolores Woodford. And by the way, we received, thank you everybody who's watching, because we received over 1,500 views in an hour with Dolores Woodford last night.
Wow.
I'm so grateful for that. So, rapid fire question. When were you the happiest?
God, when I just kissed your forehead a couple of seconds ago.
Oh, I know, that's right. So, no, seriously, when were you the happiest?
Oh gosh, you know what? It's hard to say anything earlier than when this happened.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's hard to look past that day right now and,
present.
and my wedding day.
That's good. If you could speak to God, what would you ask him?
Where are you?
Okay. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Okay. What is your greatest fear?
that he's not there.
Ooh, that's really good. You're like a thought leader.
I'm supposed to say spiders. And we have this giggle and we laugh and we go, yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
Toast to it.
Well, yeah, we're
I don't
toasting
like
it.
Spider-Man.
I know.
That is my
It's
favorite.
after work, right? So, which living person
I
do
don't have a
you?
job.
Well, yeah, you got a job, shoot. So, which living person do you most admire and why?
It's really hard for me to answer that question without it coming to the first person that comes to mind is my mother.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Hi, mommy. She's such an amazing lady. She's in
She's
San
always on
Antonio.
Facebook, so
Yeah,
she's
on-
probably have
she
to
was-
be really
yeah, she
surprised
likes-
she's not watching right
Oh my
now.
God, she's liking me all the time on Facebook. Thank you.
Mom's the best.
Yeah,
Mom's
she
been
is.
through a lot, and she is one of the strongest, most awesome women I know. So.
That's right. So, what is the most treasured possession? What is your most treasured possession?
I was like this with the pillow right here between our legs and the other one right here on my side. What's my most treasured possession? Oh.
Yeah, it can't be a person.
My most treasured possession. That's a really tough one. If it can't be a person or a dog.
Well, I think dogs can be your most treasured possessions.
Gosh, I don't know. Most treasured possession. If you would have asked me a few years ago, it would
Is
have
it a
been.
watch? Is it?
It would have been my Red Wings, but
Oh, there you go.
you know.
How
those
about
died
those
out a long
boots you
time
have?
ago.
You had those boots when you first came into town. Jeez, you did.
The
huh?
Red Wings I did, no, not the.
Okay, well, God, let me just say, Nicholas wears out the boots, man.
Yeah.
Shoot. So, what is your greatest accomplishment?
Wow, these are pretty tough. My greatest accomplishment, to me, it honestly the thing that sticks to me that I could even call accomplishment, I think, is when you've moved somebody to do what's right, and not only right, I mean morally, but like right for them. And I like helping people. I like putting people together.
That's right.
I like
You're definitely
setting them
connected.
up for success or something. But at the same time, I also I like people now, like more than when I was younger. But so I don't know. I mean, accomplishment would be if I get through to somebody and maybe change their mind towards opening and being more open towards people or something like
Right.
that. I guess. I don't know. I probably got a better answer somewhere.
And I think, like, since I met you and all of us, a lot of our friends, a lot of folks you're going to see, that are coming up, we have all evolved. I think as people, and I think that you're constantly supposed to evolve spiritually, in your profession, evolve in your character, and all kinds of things like that. So I love that.
And I think it's important to note, when you look back at your career and all the different things you've done, and being a performer, and getting in government, and all the different things that you've done and that we've done, we've had a lot of people who've been there for us to be mentors, a lot of the people that you interview as well, and you've been one for other people. And what's so important to remember is so many people don't have those opportunities. We can talk about these great schools, we can talk about organizations like Maldep that you worked with, but not everybody has those opportunities to get to those opportunities.
Right,
And the thing about opportunities are they look a lot like work, right? And that's what it takes. But at the same time, it also takes a little bit of a hand up, and I think that's something that you really inspired.
Thank you so
I know
much.
in me, and that's something that I aim to do.
This is getting too serious for me.
we could have fun again.
Sorry. Here we go again.
All right.
Oh my God! Thank you so much, Nicholas. Golly, I'm going to send you a check in the mail. Thank you so much. So, Nicholas, we're almost out of time.
Okay.
So, tell us about the air dates of Pretty Little Liars. It comes out on ABC.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's not ABC Family anymore. What is it now?
Freeform. And it's
Freeform.
on Tuesdays, 8, 7 Central, I think. But
Yeah.
we're on hiatus right now, or at
Okay.
least we're still shooting, but the show just had its mid-season finale just this last Tuesday.
Wow.
And so we have 10 more episodes coming up, but those aren't coming till April 2017.
Wow.
But I'm doing another show called Frequency on CW. And Bosch coming back on that a little bit. It's one of my favorite shows.
Constantly working, folks.
Yeah,
Constantly
well.
working. So, golly, Nicholas, tell us your social media handle so everybody out there can say
It's
something.
at I am Nick Gonzalez with a Z at the end for Twitter, and at LTexMex on Instagram, and that's all you're going to get.
Okay. So, remember, folks, we're going to sign off now, but I want to let you know that I'm going to be signing off with this all the time. A dream without an action plan is only a dream. Hey, somebody else just came in. Who's that? Did Diana Ortelli again?
It's Deanna.
Deanna, let me see. What is she saying?
She said, "Loved you in Water and Power."
Oh my God!
What
Yeah,
was that
tell
experience like?
tell us about Water and Power. Absolutely, that was by Richard Montoya.
It was,
Yeah.
which I actually just quoted a while ago when we
I
were talking
know,
even
I
before
know.
this. But
Yeah.
no, big, huge fan of Richard's work. so happy to have been involved in his first foray into film, and it was an amazing experience. It's too big to even answer in these seconds, but will always be an incredible experience for me, and one that I continue to kind of cling to, and the people from that project.
Wow.
A lot of respect.
Nicholas, it's been great. Oh my God, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for reminding me who I am, because sometimes we forget, and you need our good friends to tell us, the good deeds that we've done in the world, and I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your support here today.
You're loved, buddy.
Okay, well, thank you so much, brother. God bless you. Cheers. Bye, everybody.